hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. A first carry now for Thompson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 69 yards on the ground.
At the 6-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Second down, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity. And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Check 24, check 24. Check 9.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Room here to run. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsay. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Flacco. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Hey, Echo. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go.
Flacco now on 4th. And the pressure gets to him again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
53's mine. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check 43.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On second down, here's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 37 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Under 10, under 10. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Monday, rock it. Presto. Hey, high 7.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 14-0. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he comes back with one complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Flacco looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Red. Hey, wahoo! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know,
he's got the lane, and And there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 59 yards. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 75 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 15.
Check my 21. So don't say nothing. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. I don't think you got it, son.
Shift.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Wahoo. Right.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike, 56, right there.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st down, Flacco. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Guys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get him! Get him! Kill, kill, kill! Squeeze!
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Mark 80.
Right there, 56. I'm scared.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Smooth. 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Gun.
Let's bring it.
56 to Mike.
Flacco from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Rolling the dice on 4th. Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. 18 Gator. Y'all not ready.
They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more.